The Markov family. All right, welcome. We had to get some gems so we can start drafting again. Joint effort in CACSIPS. Welcome, welcome. Another Zoiby Devil stream. So we're gonna kick the day off, get right into some drafting. Can only really do two, but probably only going to do two anyway. If the timing works out. If we end up going like 7x, then we only get one in, but you know, it's time to jump right in. I've been singing the Addams Family theme. That's what you heard me doing at the start of the stream. Just because I did draft the Markov family once and it only got like one win, but maybe it only got two. I think it got two, but because that was like 2 days ago, but it was Soren and Edgar. And then there might have been some other card with like a Markov, name associated with it. But unimportant. Like I say, we're ready to get going here. And, we'll see. Headless Horseman is very good. And the Headless Rider. And then Hero's Downfall. We keep passing Hero's Downfalls. It's one of those things where it's like the rare is oftentimes like this is really good removal. Like Hero's Downfall is really good. Especially if you're like chaining it with Repositories Cobbs. But like this is good too. And I have to value the Headless Rider over the Hero's Downfall. It's unfortunate because Hero's Downfall is a good card. But I just don't know what to do on that one. Celebrance is good. Menace. Whenever a non-token zombie. Okay, but so this favors you to be in zombies. So maybe we want to force our way into blue. In which case, this is the card that I will take. Because red isn't really the zombie color. Granted, if this was a paper draft, this is like down at the bottom. Third from the bottom. So you don't necessarily see it, to consider it. Things become a bit more complicated. I'm going to take the Lantern Bearer. Zombie. This is also a zombie. What do you think? What color do you think is going to be more open? Let me put it that way: black or blue. I'm going to take a suspicion. Non-token zombies are the only way that trigger. I have a nagging suspicion. There we go. We got one anyway. The black's going to be the more open color. Gonna miss my fried moonshine. I mean, this is a big dumb idiot. Granted, the Desperate Farmer's the better card, but it's a big dumb idiot. That is a non-token zombie. For the purposes of the Headless Rider. The Hull Breacher Horror. Oh god. Is $8. I mean, that's $8 for a pretty good Kraken. But Soren the Mirthless. $37. If it's a showcase. Borderless is 20, and then Count Dracula Soren is 20 as well. None of those are good cards, so sure. Let it auto-pick. Cultivator Colossus, 18. So there's really no value in Crimson Vow. At least not on the value that, well, I guess Midnight Hunt didn't have a ton either. I feel like, I don't know how good it would be, but I just kind of want to do Sorin Tribal and Pioneer now that we have this Sorin. Is that Sorin? You have Shadows over Innistrad Sorin, you have War of the Spark Sorin, and you have Crimson Vow Sorin. And you have Khans of Tarkir Sorin. They're all 4, mind you. So, like, your 4-drop gets... Your 4-drop slot just... Oh, right, there's a Corset one too, I forgot. And then it's like, what vampires would you play to accompany him? Oh, there's Planeswalker deck Sorin, but I don't know if Planeswalker deck Sorin. Up to 1 target creature gets +2/+0. Sorin Vampire Lord deals 4 damage to any target. Until end of turn, each vampire you control gain control of target creature. I mean, that's good, but you're never going to get it up to 8. You just use it as a pinger and leave it at that. You deal the 4 damage, you gain the 4 life, but that's all you're going to do with it. More often than not. But this intrigues me. Lord of Innistrad's not Pioneer legal, but it's like, oh. Could you actually do something with Solemn Visitor, Vengeful Bloodlord, Grim Nemesis, and perhaps Mirthless? You wouldn't... I don't think Imperious Bloodlord, because Imperious Bloodlord... Well, Imperious Bloodlord probably isn't bad. It makes vampires good. It's a zombie. I don't know if it's a zombie that is necessarily better than this one. Fine. Fine. Whenever I discard one or more cards, I create a 2/2 zombie. Well, if I had a bunch of blood tokens, then fine. I don't really have blood token synergy for that card right now. I'm probably going to take the Bleed Dry, just because it's straight removal and exiles. Like, that's okay. Just hitting for 3 a turn is pretty good, but I still probably just take the Bleed Dry. Probably just gonna take the Bleed Dry. I like the Persistent Skeleton in the sense that I can keep exploiting things to it, so I have the Repository Scob and the Mind Leech Ghoul. But in fairness, those are, I think, the only things that I have with exploit. At least as far as current deck is concerned. I mean, I'll take it. I don't think I run it. I know Scattered Thoughts is one of those cards that Jeff Smith really likes. Take another one. Turns out blue is turning out to be the more open color. I don't know how good it would be in Pioneer, considering the amount of discard. I mean, it probably wouldn't be good. But it's like, huh? I mean, you know, you got your Fatal Pushes, your Thought Seizes, and then it's just a matter of whatever. I'll let it auto pick a couple times. I mean, I don't pay the closest attention, but it's like, huh? It would be Solemn Visitor, Grim Nemesis. The others, you'd have to have a couple vampires inherently. You'd probably have to have a couple wraths too. Do I value? Oh, I'll just take the damn zombie. I don't think any of these have. Well, that has, but again, that's a 7 mana. We've talked about this before. Oh, that requires 7 mana to do much of anything. Odds are, I'm not kind of jazzed about Sorin Tribal. Hey, thanks for joining us, Feet. Feet. Mostly because I think that's a Pioneer deck I could get on the cheap. Sure. There's a lot of incidental artifact hate, but I mean, if you take the shell of it, there's probably something there. By which I mean Saffron Olives. You take Saffron Olives' old Sorin Tribal deck. I don't really want to splash green for old Rutstein. Another Diver Scob. We're gonna have just the highest of curves, and we're gonna warrant losing a lot of games because of it. I need the Doom Dissenter more than I need the other things, because all these smaller creatures... Granted, when things die, they replace themselves, so long as the Headless Rider's in play. And we could just keep bringing it back. But, oh boy, is this is a high curve. High curve. This is not like a good bell curve. This is everybody on one side having A's and everybody on the other side having, F's. There's not much in the middle. Here's a couple B students, and alright, there's a decent amount of C's, but technically one more C than there is, an A, but that's not good. I'd rather take the Wretched Throngs because they're fodder to our exploit creatures while we figure the rest out. I mean, there's a decent amount of flying in the Cruel Witness and the Skywarp Scob. We do have Big Dumb Idiot if we want to. We also have another Skywarp Scob. See, there's another exploit creature, so, like... I mean, I'll not that Skywarp Scob. God damn it. Whatever. So, Stitch Assistant. Take the Alchemist. Yeah, take the Alchemist thingamabopper. And then put the Wretched Throngs in. Just so you can kind of see... I mean, 2 of these cards need to come out. And maybe it is just the Skywarps. There's another Wretched Throng. We may just want to run these Wretched Throngs then. All of them. But it's good to see your feet. It's not good to see feet, but it's good to see you screen name feet. Along with joint effort and Caxips. Red card. Red or green, it wouldn't have mattered. You just don't run either of them anyway. We're blue-black. It's just a matter of how blue-black, how we want to tweak, not how blue-black we want to be, how we want to tweak it. Alright, Cradle of Safety is out. Wedding Security is out because we don't have anything that makes blood tokens. It's a good card. But, yeah, nothing to benefit off of it. And then I guess... we do have some life gain, but... Realistically, do we have any life gain? I mean, okay, that one. But do we think we can combo it to get something back better than the Wanderlight Spirit? I mean, Alright, I'll take out the Spirit. I'll keep the Bat in. It can get us something back if we exploit it. There's only 2 instances of life gain, so the odds are quite low, but whatever. It's a gamble. But you got your Godless Shrines, and then you got your Shambling Vents, and so there's a way that you could make this work in Pioneer. Mana base wise, certainly. That's why I say it's just a matter of figuring out kind of your creatures, because and depending on how heavy you went on the Sorns, you'd only be able to run like 2 full sets of creatures. I'll play overly aggressive, but why not? Let's go for the shuffle here. Yep, they accept it. Because I don't want to waste a Bleed Dry on a 2/2. I mean, this is still only 4 damage. I really don't want to use it on that. Bottom of their library. And then if they do have Fierce Retribution in their hand... Oh, they don't. Okay. Ooh, wow. Nice. Too bad I'm going to kill it. It has lifelink. forces the block. Oh, I guess I still had lethal. But my logic was A, not doing math, but B, if there is a fierce retribution, then they could have survived. I mean, you can be nice and admit and see this mistake that I made, but I don't know what's in your hand. So, yeah, okay. It's one of those things where I made that mistake in a high tournament once where it was like, I'll only attack for lethal. And then it was a draw. I didn't lose the game. But I could have gotten some buys at a GP if I played that one a little tighter. Now I don't care, because now I know. Another one, okay. The Kindly Ancestor's doing work for him, but he can't cast another Wolf Strike on us. That's the good news. You're gonna block the Wretched Throng, yep. Yep. Sure. No, I don't have a fourth one. Ow. Alright, my guess is you don't have another one of those, and if you do have another combat trick, I at least have blockers. So I'm not dead. Alright, I knew I had lethal in the air anyway, but it's like, I'm going to drain you for 2 just to make sure. Just to make sure I got you dead. Added bit of spice to make sure that you're dead. I mean, don't get me wrong, constantly swinging into that thing was playing sloppy. But I don't think, well, at least with the Wretched Throngs. It's like, if you're only swinging with the Lantern Guide, dude, then that doesn't do anything because that's 1 to 2. And they're gaining life off of that. They net off of that, is what I'm trying to say. Then again, maybe not. I don't know, because it would force them into an attack. I don't know. You're kind of guessing what your opponent has to do and predicting the next, like, 2-3 turns. And that's not necessarily how the game's going to go. Certainly not every time. We're just going to get a land, I'm sure, this early in the game. Yep, it was a forest. Seat forest. Alrighty. You're not going to attack into it, because then you don't get triggers off of the thing. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo. Yep. I'm going to take the free damage, because I can. Yeah, I'll take that. I need to get rid of that, is the problem. He'd trade it off, and I know he'd trade it off. Is the downside, so I'm not gonna... They draw a card, and they'll sit there with 6 damage and laugh at us. I'd rather be able to say, like, alright, if you attack into me, I at least leave 2/2s behind. Sure. Do I have... I only have 1 creature in my bin. They have... If a creature card is exiled in this way... Duh. Yep. No additional ability, just anytime a zombie dies, it replaces itself with another zombie. So in Midnight Hunt with Gisa and no Liliana, the zombies are decayed. In Crimson Vow with Chandra and Lord knows who else. Well, it's Chandra and Soren are the planeswalkers, but I'm sitting here going like, wait a minute. Why aren't the zombies decayed anymore? Yeah, I'm fine with that. They replaced themselves. They replace themselves, and then I at least get value off the damn scavenger. They gain a lot of life if that thing dies. Okay. Zombie token, zombie token. Alright, they gain 6 just by virtue of having it. Either way, I'm facing down 6 power. At least they don't get any life off of it. I'm not incentivized to do that, so they just want to draw a card. And I'm not stupid enough to walk right into that. There we go. That's actually pretty good. Because I can exploit this to get Bleed Dry back. And then I can Bleed Dry the 6/6 and keep going. And get a 2/2. Thanks to Headless Rider. Bleed Dry. Get a 2/2. Yes, get me another Wretched Throng. Thank you. Get rid of that now. Just get rid of it. You know, Oh, well done, sir. But I got a 2/2 zombie. So while you got rid of my flyer, I can at least keep recycling 2/2 zombies. I don't care if... I'll give him the card now. Because, yeah, you're going to block. Oh, I get a card. Oh. They recycle, so that's why I'm like... But now he's keeping the Spore Crawler alive, which confuses me. I mean, he could put it into the 2/2 zombie and make sure it's gone for good. Okay, good. Yeah, get rid of the Death Toucher. That's fine. You draw a card. His hesitancy to make that block was a little perplexing. But anyway, we have 2 non-token zombies still. I mean, I'm sure we're facing down something big. But we have an additional Bleed Dry in our deck. This same one we cast twice, so there's another one in the deck. And we have like the Diver Scob. This is 10 lands, so there's only 7 lands in here. Oh, it fights a zombie, okay. Are you sure you don't want to fight the Headless Rider? Oh, there it is. Speak of the devil. I'm going to hold it for something bigger. Because if he plays like another one or something that's going to target, there we go. Can't do anything about that. But, I mean, they're at 12, we're at 18. I can take a couple hits from this Sawblade Slinger if he wants to. Alright, now I will use it. We have a lot of flyers, it's just a matter of finding one. I mean, I feel okay. I mean, we can get buried because green is, you know, the color of big monsters. But all we're going to do is take... Okay, you gain control of a 2/2 zombie. Ow. It comes back to me, doesn't it? I'm not reading the card, but I assume it comes back to me. It does. Alright, sure. I'm not incentivized to throw a Wretched Throng into that. Alright. We're at parity here. But this is what I'm talking about. His late game is a little bit better than ours. But we can take a couple attacks. Only a couple. But this is going to be a grind fest, and it's going to be close. Because the Lantern Bearer, I probably want to just throw under the bus. I likely just want to throw that under the bus. It gives something flying. Which he can't really defend against. So I think I'm okay with that. That's all of our Wretched Throngs. Of course, he had a Radiating Flame, so this goes into exile. Okay. So do we want to go for a shuffle? Or... I mean, I can take the hit. Again, they didn't connect on that one. I threw the Lantern Bearer under the bus. So they didn't connect. So this comes down to, you know, do we go for a shuffle or don't we? Go all out. I only have 4. No, he's going to play it safe. Nope. Okay. Went for the shuffle. It doesn't have haste. So they play it back out. That's fine. That's all well and good. Going for the shuffle was trying to at least mix these lands up. Yeah. You do deal 2 to me. So that's 13, 14. There's only 3. 3 out of 11, so 8 are non-land cards. Scob. Well, Throng. Thong Song. No. I will only let you get that ping in one more time. We got our Gift of Fangs. That's a big boy. And you can still give your Wolf first strike if you wanted to. Can't cast a spell. I can make well, they won't be profitable blocks, but I can make blocks. Attacking for 2 would be death to us. There's no way I could really realistically pump that to 3 to make it lethal next turn. because they'd be sitting there on 3 life, and what do I have that can realistically deal with anything? There's stuff in our deck, but again, this is land 15, so only 2 out of 8. I don't care about that. So we have an Undead Butler that's actually going to be very bad. We have the Dollhouse of Horrors, which is okay. That actually is helpful. Lifelink guy is kind of sort of helpful. Diver Scob. We don't really want to sacrifice what we have on the battlefield, but yeah, there's only 2 lands in here. Dollhouse, okay. So I cast the Dollhouse. I will... Do I want Headless Rider? I'm actually going to take Diregraph Scavenger, because it's got... I can get Bleed Dry off of this. Off of the Scob. But I think gaining life is more... Or getting life is more important. With the... And it's a Death Toucher. So, I'm going to do that. I don't know if that... I mean, obviously I can exploit and get one of these any one of my instant and sorceries back, which the only ones in my yard are Chilled Grave and Bleed Dry. Bleed Dry is very good. But this defensively is... It's a Death Toucher. I don't need... If he doesn't attack, I can exploit it. If he does attack, I just throw it into the bus and it trades. For anything on that. Well, except the first strike on the Lightning Wolf. But first strike is... There's nothing I can do about the wolf having first strike right now. I can bleed the wolf dry, but then I'm still dealing with a 6/5. All my blocks are profitable. He's got a pump spell. I know he's got a pump spell. Why else would you do that? But I don't think there's 8 damage worth of pump there, so... And if there is, hey, I deserve to lose. But I played this as tight as I could. Alright. Cool. That is a Cruel Witness. That has exploit. Oh, they're about to enter maintenance soon. That's not good. When did we ping them for 2? I don't remember that. Were we just keeping them in the game? I need to rewatch the clip. Uh-oh. I'm sorry if we were. Arena's warning me that's going to do maintenance, whatever that means. Yeah, did I seriously just keep my opponent in the game? Syndica, welcome! Welcome, Syndica. And thanks for sticking around, Feet and Kexips. I'm like now really nervous. I had no idea if they were at 3? How did they get to 3? I thought they were still on 5. I don't remember pinging them. Tell me in chat. No. I mean, whatever. Bleed Dry doesn't ping. Maybe I hit him with the Skywarp Scab. I don't remember. Scab. Oh, it was this. This pinged him for 2. That's right. And I just completely forgot about it. And probably was playing. I probably had lethal, yeah, like a turn earlier, and just wasn't paying attention. Because that not only gave me 2, but I was probably just playing a little too defensive. But I don't know what was in their hand. But they got us down to like 5 cards a neck. Like they got us down to almost milling us. That Dollhouse of Horrors is literally like what we needed off the top of our deck. Because it allowed us to remove a creature. And tell me if you think that was the right line. 2. Getting the zombie bear back, the Diregraph Scavenger, before getting the Scob back, the Repository Scob, and the Bleed Dry. As in, like, gain some life. Then, I mean, these are good cards, but I think I have to mulligan it because there's no early game. That's better. Well, I don't have an instant or sorcery in my hand to really warrant the Scob, so yeah. I don't know. Just go with the decent early game and hope the rest of the late game kind of fleshes itself out here. No pun intended, considering we're playing zombies. When I use the term flesh out. I can at least exploit it. And then flip my Desperate Farmer. I do not want mana fixing. So forgive me for doing that. But it's like, that fixes your mana. So I don't want that. Eventually the farmer will need to come out, but I can't guarantee that there's a land on top of our deck. And I was right. They just activate the Ballista and the Throng dies, so there goes, chump blocker, but then they leave us with 4-3, so I don't know if that's smart either on their part. Sure. I block. Of course you have a removal spell, right? Right. Yep. You could have let it flip too. It only has 3 toughness. Ay. Train deck. Not good, not good, not good. The Scob can block. But then we're taking 7. And, oh man, that's not good. Alright. I can't think of any better of a line right now than to do that. To just remove the rural recruit and the pig, but then we're taking 7. Oh, good. Good golly, Miss Molly. Well, they bought us a turn. That's an artifact. Oh, it is an artifact creature, though. Creature dealt this way cannot do... Okay. So they can make it so something can't block. Ow. Ow. So you're sitting on 7, now 8 mana. You can still only do that 2 times. Yes, you can make my blocks bad. I guess it doesn't have to tap to do it now. Great. Sure. Alright, that ballista has to go. But well, there's no easy way of removing it, but that ballista has to go. Yeah, gone. Yes, you have to recast it. He's holding it because he doesn't matter that he's summoning sick. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. I know what he's planning on doing with that one. So that's why I'm like, very cheeky, very cheeky. Get a 2/2 zombie. No. Yeah, you draw a card, but if you were to train, you draw a card. Undead Butler. It can't block anyway? I don't understand that. Oh, right. I didn't flip it. I don't understand that, because actually I flip it back to daytime. Yes. I'll take my own Doom Dissenter. Okay. I have another Wretched Throng. But that at least keeps it flipped for daytime. He's gonna keep doing that. Well, yeah, now we're dead because I couldn't flip it back, but... Yeah. I'm just gonna scoop. There's no... That thing just kills us. Because you can make the whole board basically unable to block, and there's nothing I can do about that. Or just shoot us directly, because it stays flipped. And just do 1-1-1-1-1, 1-1-1-1-1. I didn't count their mana, but I'm pretty sure they do it. They can do it 3 times, and we were at 6. If they wanted to be stupid enough to target our creatures, they can do that, but again, there's not much we can do defensively against that. We needed to bleed dry off the top, and we didn't get one. We got a land. We just needed another spell, really, to keep it daytime. Because then again, no matter how much they target, we flip it back, and then it can only hit creatures. The one side can only hit creatures. The werewolf side can hit us. And all of our creatures had, like, big butts. Syndica, Feet, Joint Effort, and Caxips 06. Thank you. Oh, I should have. Well, anyway. Decline. I'm not paying attention to, like, the card that we draw, because otherwise, yeah, changes my style of play to be like, alright, I'll do this, this, and this. And it's like, oh, right. I can chill Grave twice. I don't think I want to chill Grave twice, but I can. I don't think they're gonna take the bait on a block there. Nope. Blue-black, you gotta play a little conservative. I understand they're on kind of hosed on their lands, but that's neither here nor there. Bam! I don't know if I agree with that decision, but they wanted to keep the 3/5 on top. Every day he sings. I can't get anything in their yard. We have the Wretched Throng in ours. Boop. Well, that's the block we wanted them to make. Now they got a third land. Okay. Somewhat of a game. They either double lock the Scob and lose one spirit, or they do that and lose both. I assume there's a bounce spell coming. But we still lose a creature, which is going to flip the Desperate Farmer. I mean, even though this board is full of weenies, the weenies will do a decent job of pressuring someone on 3 lands. Possibly 4. Okay, well, I still have an exploit creature if I choose to use it. So, thanks. Counterspell? That's another reason why I cast this. It's like, you're on 3 mana. Why would... Okay. Because anything I cast, I can immediately exploit this to bounce whatever creature you have. So that's like the stupidest bounce. I just get value. In more ways than one, I get value. Like, you knew I could cast it. That's why I'm like, why would you do that? Just, why? And I get it. You're going to see poor play in some of these lower leagues, technically. Platinum's technically a lower league, because there's Diamond and Mythic above us. Yeah, that's true. But again, it's like, that's pretty poor. I don't even know why they put the Spirit on top of their library when they did. We were at 5, they were at 2. We got something. Irrelevant what card we pull off in terms of the rewards. I have a pretty complete collection, FYI. It's not complete for Crimson Vow, but it's complete for damn near everything else. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Oh, well, that's a historic card, so excuse me. And so is that. So I don't have these, Jumpstart Horizons, but... or historic. But if we go out here and go to Crimson Vow, you'll see that at least all the commons and uncommons, which is that's something I do recommend y'all do. Craft all your commons and uncommons ahead of time. And then you can get Vault Progress when you open them in the future. I can't really do the mythics. I only have like 7 mythic wildcards. Because every good card in Magic the Gathering is a mythic. But I have 81. Soon to be 79 or 77? Yeah. 77 rares. Ta-da! That's a mythic. I've never drafted Jacob Harkin. Never seen him in a draft either. In today's episode of I Craft Wild Cards, just because I'm crafting wild cards. Don't worry, I'm only going to do like 1 more of these. And then I'm probably going to take a break to use the bathroom. The restroom. I actually thought I've drafted one of these, but maybe it's just I've been in opposite colors every time one's come up. I think it's a good card with the right synergy, because it's kind of like, not soul, it's like Soul Reaper or Soul Grinder, whatever the Soul Grinder's a Warhammer thing, but it's from Fate Reforged, and it gains all the abilities of the things it delves away. So I think it's a slower version of it, but I think it's actually decent, because it could be an alternative in Pioneer. Because maybe, like, then again, Leyline of the Void will just, or Relic of Progenitor. Well, no, Relic's not Pioneer legal, but there are cards that it counters. Anyway, other than Leyline, that can counter that strategy. But anyway, excuse me. A couple burps as I stand up. So yeah, I'm gonna go use the restroom, take a quick break, but I'll be right back, and basically as soon as I close the game, it should be ready for maintenance. We're probably only going to do voice cracked. We're probably only going to do a couple more matches anyway. So win or lose, because that's just kind of how my schedule is going to work out. Anyway, restroom, and then I'll be back. Making noise. All right. Yeah, like I say, we'll do one or two more at least. I mean, if maintenance kicks us out, then I'll end the stream. But I'll try to at least give you guys a little more content. Just a little over an hour. Kind of like 11:30ish. Depending on how long these... I mean, we're playing a grindy controlling deck, so I understand if the games go longer than what I expect, which is 15 minutes. In a best of one format. We don't really have card draw, but this seems fine. I don't necessarily want to mill stuff off the top of our deck, but... Not all very good creatures. Do you want to give me a 2/2 token? Do you? Do you? No, he doesn't. Arg. Alright. We're one land away from casting Direst Gobs, and we can already cast Cruel Witness. Because it's a zombie, I'm going to take the Direst Gob because they don't know about this one. And then hope, hope that we draw just any land off the top of our deck. We're not playing Evolving Wild, so it's not like we have to worry about, well, I have to bottom whatever. Whatever they target, I'm going to have to bottom it. Yep, Headless Rider. Arrgh. Put on top. Decline. That is a very good card, but I unfortunately have to decline that. Yeah. I mean, you got to do that because you're trying to get a land here off the top. And you can. That's when you then say, well, if you got the Cruel Witness, you can play the Cruel Witness. Well, the Cruel Witness wasn't going to do anything against that, because that's still a 3. It's still a 3/5. Go for the shuffle. They know we have a Direst Gob. They just don't know. Well, no, they know we have it. It's just a matter of us finding a land to target the Foreboding Statue. So they're going to flip the Foreboding Statue to be like, alright, I got a 5/5 now. What are you going to do? I think this works. Yeah. I don't want to deal with the 5/5. And then we have the Bleed Dry here, so it's sure great. They had the answer for that lifelinker. Great, cool. Because, yeah, it's a 5/5 that just get, and even though it's kind of annoying, like, because you're sitting there going, oh, well, it's just a 3 mana 1/2 that can tap for mana. I mean, we have a 3/5, a 2/2. We had a 4/3. It wasn't going to be easy to deal with the 5/5. Like, that was, I think, the correct target. It's just a matter of. Okay, they get another thing back. They're going to do what we're trying to do better than us, it would seem. But to cleave it costs 4. Oh yeah, reshuffle their library. Alright. What else is in their yard? Chill of the Grave if they wanted to do that again. I don't think they're going to exploit again, though. I'm fine with this, because if they trade it, we get a 2/2. They'll just go, okay, so that's fine. Well, we had the card advantage. Now we don't. It's 2-2 in terms of cards in hand. But oh, that's very good. That's good. Still need a spell, but that's good. Alright. So we let them kind of work their blocks out and how they want to... Because I'm going to let them kill something. And if they want to bounce the Headless Rider to be like, with the Cleave spell, to be like, alright, you're not going to get any value, but I'll kill off these zombies. Oh. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yep. Alright. Bleed dry. So I lose a creature here. But it flips. Desperate Farmer. Oh, they're all in the yard. Okay. I forgot I milled one with the Undead Butler. It's still a shuffle, so that's still us digging for lands at this point. Sure, it's a 1-1. There we go. I could just swing for 1, but let's keep our wall up because we got a big wall. You keep it tapped down. They only have Wretched Throngs in their yard, but alright, I'll eat a Wretched Throng. I'm not so desperate to eat spells, knowing, I mean, I can bounce something back. I don't really want them to get a spell back. It's a fun story. I mean, not that you can hear the song playing, but it's called, why would I? Oh, he's gonna. Oh, I see. Anyway, it's called Slim Jim in the 7-Eleven. But any rate, I saw this band live, and they basically admitted like they never actually had a Slim Jim. Like they know what a Slim Jim is, and they never had one, so they wrote the song, and the guy is. So someone actually ran out in the middle of the concert and bought a couple Slim Jims to give to the singer. And they took like one bite and they were like, oh, this is god awful. Why would anybody want this? So I thought that was pretty funny. It's like, where else can you say, like, in the middle of concert, you ran out to buy Slim Jims for the singer? I can double exploit and actually get rid of both tokens. I don't know if that's where I want to be, where it's like I'm exploiting the Diver's Gob to the Diver's Gob, and then bringing it back and exploiting like something else, like the 1/1. That's an interesting proposition, to say the least. So what are you going to tap down with your Chill of the Grave? Dollhouse of Horrors doesn't work on transform cards. You'd only get 1/2. And believe me, it would not be the half you want. I don't care about the Skull Scob. Yeah, he triggers with your exploit, but I don't want them to exploit again. Because you're giving them the value of I exploit, something dies, which would trigger with this Desperate Farmer that they had in their hand. So, okay, they exploit, they flip the Desperate Farmer. I don't know why they chose the Skull Scob and not the zombie token, but we'll get into that later. They probably have something to reanimate it. Oh, they have another one, okay. I mean, so long as I stay off the ground, we have lethal, pretty sure. Yeah, I'll put that in my yard. Because I get a lot more value off of it. We beat the mirror match with thanks to our Dollhouse of Horrors. That card's won us a couple games. I don't think it's amazing and limited, but it is a way to get at least your enter the battlefield triggers to occur again. We were just bringing back Wretched Throngs at that point, which don't do anything. But you got nothing better to do, so you just keep bringing them back. What does it say? Except as a 0/0 construct artifact, in addition to its other types. So it would still be a zombie. It would just be a token zombie. So over here, it's still a zombie with all the text on it. Yep, so I didn't make any changes, so no. Anyway, so even though it's probably just a simple restart, Arena is hitting me with the message that it wants to do its maintenance. So, yeah, required update. We'll be disabling matches in 10 minutes. Yeah. So because of that, I'm just going to sign off the stream right now. Let me just click OK. So, I understand. Thank you. Yeah, so we're going to end the stream right now just because of that. And that was a good final match anyway. Like, it was good, grindy, and you got to see, like, deep thought and some good lines. Throughout this whole day, this draft, actually, I think you've seen some good lines. So, this has been a pretty good line or draft for our stream. And the fact that it's taken this long, too, on only one draft. We haven't done a second draft. So, we've done all right. Not great, but all right. So anyway, remember to follow the Facebook page, Zoibe_Devil, capital MTG. That's our Facebook. Remember to follow on Twitch, subscribe, all that jazz. We do have a YouTube page now, Zoibe_Devil, so subscribe to the YouTube page. It's not like I'm going to get any money from it, but because it's all just these uncut, unedited live videos. But hey, just subscribe. Be a subscriber. Be a viewer. It all adds up. It's the little things. So anyway, off to deal with the rest of my day, and we're gonna let Arena do its maintenance. But I'll catch you guys next time, probably Monday, if I don't find a job between now and then. If I do find a job, then you'll have to wait. I have more important things to do at that point. But since I've gone back to the world of unemployment, it means the world to me to be able to provide this content for you. And as a result, I do appreciate donations. We have a PayPal that you can donate to, and it would help me out a lot, especially during these times. But I won't drag on or give you that. It's in the description of the video, so you have to go to the Facebook, the YouTube, or Twitch to see that description and donate to the PayPal. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, and I'll catch you later. Again, the Facebook is Zoibe_Devil, capital MTG. Zoibe_Devil on YouTube, and Zoibe_Devil on MTG Arena, but also on Twitch. Ha ha ha.